Hello and welcome everyone again to another video. And today's video we have an expert push by fatgosunerd. Fatgosunerd is one of the VIPs on my Twitch channel. If you are on around my stream or in my Discord, you've seen him around. He streams some battles sometimes in VC, so he sent me an expert push battles. So today we are looking at his battles and we are trying to provide as much feedback as possible to help him with the climb. Okay, this is almost like coaching, but not coaching. Okay, fatgosunerd is running a Shadow Dragonite and Lantern and Quagsire. Okay, first game, we've seen an Arctibax. So Dragonite wins the 0 because you win CMP. I usually don't like swapping here because you're just giving them a better situation to throw your energy on. So you shield here in case it's an avalanche, and that was a nice call. So how do we play this matchup here? I think you still go straight Mud Bomb, but don't call me on that. Well, no, actually, 2 Stone Edge is actually the correct play. fatgosunerd is so good at this game. And we see second Stone Edge coming after. It doesn't KO, but it put it as low as possible. So now we have a catch, and we have a full HP Pokemon. Lantern into Arctibax is not the worst game for Lantern, to be honest, because Arctibax is not the bulkiest, and Lantern is just so bulky. And they have a Boom Birder. Yeah, Boom Birder is so bad that there is... Oh my, that was so much damage. Boom Birder, am I right? Boom Birdier. Boom Bird ER. Trail Mandibuzz. Am I correct? Shut up, Leafy. Are you telling me that? Bomb Bird Birdier. Bombardier. Okay. It's double O. Okay, we're recording these battles live on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/YasserAlid. Bombardier. Yo, shut up, Autastic. Okay, this matchup is, I think it's more like Jelly in Jelly's favor because Jelly has better charge moves. But if you have a Shadow Quag, it's in Shadow Quag's favor. That's where Shadow Quag comes in handy because 2 Mud Bombs plus the Mud Shot KOs everything, including Medi. Okay, and I was like, oh, does 2 Mud Bomb KO a Flyer? No, it doesn't. Okay, in neutral matchups, that's what I'm talking about. Opponent here is swapping to Scrafty, and that was a mean bait. Ideally, you don't want to bait there, but Scrafting to Dragonite is actually not a bad matchup for Scrafty after Scrafty starts ramping up on the power-up punches. Opponent having their own Quag, and this is just a tough matchup, extremely tough actually. Is there anything we could have done better? I don't know actually. So far it's just more like slightly unfavorable alignment because they didn't have hard counters, they just had soft counters all over the board. But if we can get to a move here and we can farm down the Scrafty, calling a bait maybe, or just KO them before they get to the next move, we should be fine. We tried to call a bait, it ended up being a nuke, so that was a tough situation. Now we are at 2700 and we are moving into the next set. So let's see, is fatgosunerd gonna hit expert this time? Because expert is, I think, is his goal for this season. Telly G is, I know that trainer. Another Scrafty in the lead. So how do we play this? You just go for the big move. And here, the ideal situation you play it is actually put them in Thunderbolt range. Just put them in Thunderbolt range, then go to Lantern. Because if you stay in, you are forced to shield. And you don't want to shield because you want to save this for the Scrafty in the back. So we see fatgosunerd staying in. You still want to save this for the Scrafty in the back. And remember, we have a Lantern, and Lantern is a hard counter. Now if they bait, it's actually a tough situation because you have to fully farm down and hope that they faint. And if you saw, guys, earlier in this matchup, we threw on a bad timing, and the bad timing punished us extremely hard, where they ended up getting another move. If fatgosunerd threw on better timing, that Jellicent would have died with the move, and we would have had like this much health of a Dragonite. Now don't get me wrong, we should be able to get to a move onto the Scrafty, and it's still not the end of the world, but it's not an ideal situation. We could have had so much more of health. Opponent is staying in. Quag should outpace the 2 moves, but they can just pop them foul play. Opponent swapping to Quag. This is actually not bad of a situation now. I think we moved into a better situation because we will be able to get the 2 moves here and they will be forced to throw 2 because 1 does not KO. Maybe they will farm us all the way down. Let's see. 1, 2. The IV is good enough to live there and throw another move. Now, you go Dragonite here. For that situation, you should be going Dragonite to KO them. I know you're trying to get energy lead, but hey, Mudshot is double resisted. Yes, Dragonite is too frail, but you should be able to do that. Now we need a catch, and we weren't able to get the catch. So in this game, we made 2 mistakes, basically, and we ended up getting punished. So yeah, game 100% was winnable with better timing and better matchup. I call it matchup awareness, where you should know what Pokemon you should be going to. This is a horrible situation. You go to Quag. Oh my, this is just tough. Okay, let's just say that. This is just tough. I wouldn't actually throw that move, because you throwing that move will just leave you without farm, and now you're forced to shield. And whatever you have is not going to beat the A9. So yeah, that's a good game. And I think we just move into the next game. Matchup cluelessness. Yeah, that was a tough one. Okay, moving into the next game. And we have Dragonite into J Radiant. And we have Dragonite into Obama Snow. Obama Snow destroys the entire team. And there is no... We don't have... Awareness. Okay, awareness, not clueless. Cluelessness. I don't know why the opponent swapped. They could have just stayed in and win the entire game. Because now Dragonite can just get some energy lead here and threaten the Obama Snow, but still, it's a bad matchup. So what's the situation? What should we do? Nothing. You technically need to rely on farming this down. And getting and outpacing the Obama Snow, which is not a situation. Like, it's not gonna be happening. 1, 2. Okay, they died with it. I think you need to catch a move. That's like step number 1. Now you need to call a bait. Okay, shielding a nuke wasn't. Oh my, they actually. This is actually an algorithm moment, like legit. Elmo is innocent is actually correct. This is an algorithm situation. Opponent having 3 hard counters. So there is nothing that could have been done here other than just saying that the team doesn't have that great of a coverage against Obama Snow. Not that the Obama Snow exists in the current meta. It's just doesn't exist. So that's why sniped on the Yasha stream. Yeah, maybe because it's on Steam, so we're getting sniped. Okay, moving into the next one. We have Dragonite and Steelix. This is a horrible situation. So you just go Quagsire here. And you insta-throw. We did not insta-throw. And we ended up getting punished by having a Meganium, the ugly dinosaur. And opponent is actually counting. So they will throw this before we're getting to the second Stone Edge. So now we need to wait the clock. For one reason, which is the Steelix. Because if we... Yeah, you don't shield anything. You wait the clock, and just in case they bring in the Steelix, you can switch out to Lantern. I would still throw a move here, which he ended up doing. So this is actually a correct play. Now we swap, and we hope that they don't have another grass.
I have many friends. Many friends.
Okay, we... This was actually winnable. Okay, I think the game was winnable if we did not throw this. If we shielded the EQ. Because now they have an... Oh my. Yeah. This is a tough situation now, and we don't get to the move, and we die with 2 shields so far. So, I think it's just a bad team. Like, so far, the team is just lacking the coverage. Most of the situations, like fatgosunerd is doing his best. The problem is that his team is letting him down. Wait, why did we swap? Okay, let's go back. So here's the thing. This is a dominant lead for the Dragonite, right? It's a fire Pokemon. You resist Incinerate, and they need 3 Incinerates to get to the first move, then 2, right? By that time, you get to 2 Dragon Claws. So you don't swap out. Yes, we have 2 better answers, but you still don't swap. Okay, now you see that the opponent insta-swap to Lickitung, which means you stay in as a Dragonite. Okay, stay in. If you want to catch, you can catch the Body Slam. But until then, you don't swap. You need to build up energy on Dragonite. Dragonite is so threatening with energy, but it's so useless without energy. They ended up throwing the Power Whip, which is risky to do. Most of the Licky players will always build up to the move and then just body slamming. And now with force to shield body slams, they are almost in Thunderbolt plus Water Guns range. So I would definitely hear Thunderbolted in case they didn't shield, which they didn't. So we ended up throwing 2 Surfs. If you watch Pokemon Go, he would call it this is wasted energy because technically you used 80 energy to kill Lickitung when you could have just used 55. So we ended up wasting 80 minus 55, which is 25, right? For no reason. So if you just throw the turn there, you could have farmed down. Sorry, if you throw Thunderbolt. Now they brought the Arctibax, so we can just go Dragonite and Dragon Breath it all the way down. Quick maths. Yo, Leafy. So yeah, I think you go Dragonite and you just Dragon Breath all the way down. But I think he's just trying to get rid of this, which there is no... Okay, let me... So here you just go Dragonite. Yes, they do have the Skeleton in the back, but Quagsire walls everything about Skeleton. Plus, you do super effective damage back. So you don't need as same shield scenario to beat Skeleton on Quag. So you go Dragonite here, you shield, farm all the way down, so they'll move Skeleton, and then you go to this. And then it should be a good game. So now I think the opponent is just going to double shield here. Oh, okay. No, they aren't going to shield. Quag resist Shadow Ball. No. Quag, you do super effective. You resist Incinerate. Shadow Ball doesn't do that much. It's non-stab. Disarming Voice is a bad move. Non-stab. That was nice timing. It's not the best, but it's not bad. Yeah, this is a Disarming Voice. It will take out. And now we ended up losing the game. So yeah, definitely that game was winnable. And we see a 0-5. And I think that was the last battle. Okay, no, moving to the next one. Maybe the battles aren't sorted in order. So now we know all the games that he will queue into, he will lose. Gligar into Dragonite. You should always catch the second move, not the first move. Why not the first? Because they are not in Stone Edge range. So why you always catch the second? Because by the second time, they will be in Stone Edge range. Okay, chat? That's like how I ended up always winning some tough matchups, okay? Put them in your move range, then you swap to that Pokemon that can KO them with one move. But opponent ended up swapping, so it didn't end up being that big of a deal. But again, try to make good plays a habit. I always say that. Now, with most of the time talking about some matchups and some basics, like if you want to catch, you need to put them at their charge move. Like you need to okay. So when he swapped to the Quagsire, if you want to swap and catch on Gligar, you need to have them on health where the Stone Edge from Quag will KO the Gligar. So at that situation, the catch is justified. I want to just mindlessly tap my screen. What do I do then? Yo, welcome in, Trippy. We're just recording some battles for YouTube. His chat said they want to watch the battles and have some knowledge based on how we judge this gameplay. Now it's a race to whoever gets to the next Thunderbolt. I think we get it first because technically we had the energy lead, and this does KO. And now we have a Gligar, and they ended up not having an answer to the Lantern, and Lantern ended up sweeping them. So that was a good play by fatgosunerd. And now we're moving into the next battle. We're playing a Chunky Chill. Ninetale, horribly. This is... Oh my. We're gonna get a grass in the back. Okay, never mind. This is actually playable now. Because they have Discharge and X-Scissor. They usually throw the X-Scissor. Timing could have been better there. We did 2 water guns instead of 3, but it's not the worst. We need to flip this swap because that's our only play. Like shield advantage won't give you any advantage if you lead a Dragonite into a Shadow A9. You need alignment. That's the only way. So now what do? We go Quagsire and we hope to land Stone Edge, or we can just throw Mud Bombs. So we don't need to shield the first one. We can build to the Stone Edge. Oh my, this A9 was already at 2 moves. That was a weird animation, but oh my, the opponent shielded. So now we need to match their shields, but technically we don't have a play. Yeah, that's why I said sometimes if throwing the nuke will put you in a worse situation, just keep baiting. Just keep baiting. I climbed 500 points with this exact team in Catch Cup, except I was running Shadow Quag with Aqua Tail. Yeah, Shadow Quag is actually a better version of Quagsire because, as I said earlier in the stream, Kasim, I don't know if you were here, Shadow Quag is a better version because the Mud Bombs plus the Mud Shot, 2 Mud Bombs plus the Mud Shot in between, are enough to KO anything, including Medi. That anything doesn't mean Flyers, okay? Remove Flyers from the situation. Or Grass. Fully Grass. But yes, Shadow Quag is actually an upgraded version of the Quagsire. As we saw earlier, that they can get to a Shadow Ball and 2 Surfs. And okay, so we made a mistake earlier in the battles where he ended up throwing on bad timing, and the bad timing punished him from getting to another move. So now they have Guzzlord. So Guzzlord is extremely bulky, but Quag into Guzzlord is not a bad matchup, and you need to throw Mud Bombs. You don't throw Stone Edge unless 2 KOs, but here we need a Stone Edge and a Mud Bomb. So there is a skill, people call it gauging energy, and I see fatgosunerd actually have that skill where like you throw the big move and you see how much it does. So you'll be like, okay, I think the next one. So when you throw the Stone Edge, it's like, I think the next Stone Edge will overkill, so I just need a Mud Bomb, which is correct. So now we ended up saving way more health, but the problem is we have a Quag, they have a Quag, and we have a Lantern. So we cannot swap out. We need to hope that they will throw their energy. So you just need to be patient there. Hope that they will throw their energy. Oh my. Okay, they have Aqua Tail. I think that's our win con. Has less bulk than Quag. It has way more HP. It doesn't have defense. It has way more HP. HP benefits a lot than defense if it's against one turn fast move. But defense plus HP, you need a good combination of both. Low HP Pokemons struggle a lot against one turn fast move. An example of that is DD into Registeel. The lock on does add up quite fast because DD doesn't have HP, but it has very high defense. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. This is the end of the video. If you guys like the video, make sure to leave a like on the channel, make sure to subscribe, and see you in the next one. And thank you to fatgosunerd for sending me these amazing battles. Good luck with your expert push, and hope you get there before the end of the season. And yeah, this is for today. See you in the next video. Peace.